Man. You guys don't even need me, huh? Having your own conversations and whatnot. You can entertain yourselves. What's up, QB? My issue was good, man. How was yours? Woo Sox opening day tomorrow. Yes, sir. What's up, Clip? Check. Okay, we're good. I was just double checking, making sure. I thought you guys could hear me. I wasn't positive. JC, how are you? Matt Finn, Assassin, Eli, Prodigy over here, controlling the chat, I see. What's up, TD? What's up, Milan? Man, a lot of people are saying this is a neat must-win sweep. That's what people are saying right now. The Red Sox need to sweep this game. I'll tell you what. This Oakland A's team is kind of sneaky talented. The pitcher we're facing tonight was really solid last year. He's got a whole lot of velocity. It's not gonna be a this isn't gonna be an easy. It's a you should sweep this. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely isn't exactly a super easy one. Hold on, chat. I'm just tweeting out the link, make sure everyone's got it, and then I'll turn on my camera and whatnot. We got the cat tonight, which will be interesting. All right, now that we got that out there, Taylor, thank you so much for becoming a member of this channel. Create some claps in the chat for Taylor. Thank you so much, Taylor. Would love to see a Sox sweep. I'd love to see a Sox sweep too. Oh, we need to change this, huh? Don't want to throw any bad juju out there. And they're certainly not playing the Mariners. Athletics. Yeah, that's right. I talk baseball, chat. I don't spell. Such a dumb thing to say. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, what do we got? The A's out gonna strike. The A's are gonna strike everybody out. I'm telling you, man, this pitcher. We should get him out of the game as soon as humanly possible. That's all I'm going to say. What's up, Speed Racer? Jackson, go Sox. I agree. The Red Sox should trade for a utility player. I know. I saw that, Jodo. I would be, hey, if they're going for a more athletic team, that's about as athletic as you can get. He's not exactly, he's not going to get on base a ton, but I'm doing good, Assassin. How you doing? Actually, great start to the season with a West Coast swing. Very little adjustment to make for it. Yeah, I was happy with the split. I mean, it would have been awesome had they won that series, because I think it would have been more of a statement, more of a, hey, look, we're here to play, right? It didn't end up happening, but I will gladly take a split. Can you help me with the last leg of the parlay before the game starts? Yeah, if you tell me what it is. Huckleberry should be in the bullpen. Oh, how? Only if our owner, $25 million. Yeah, apparently they were in it, TD. He didn't want to come here. So, listen, they should have brought him here. They should have done what it took to got him here. Sometimes guys just don't want to come here. Red Sox pitching is looking good. Hopefully the offense can stay consistent. In all honesty, it's the same exact thing as it was last year and the year before. Consistency, right? Right? They should have consistency, right? Because sometimes you can get a team that's got up and downs throughout a season, and still win, right? But those valleys that you go through, they aren't valleys like the Red Sox went through the last couple of years, right? They're valleys like, hey, when we're doing poorly, we're a 500 team. We're doing really well. We're a top team in the entire sport. The Red Sox over the last couple of years were when we were doing well, we were really good. when we were doing poorly, we were a bottom 5 team in the entire league, right? And you can't have both and expect to be in the positive there, because you're just going to end up dead in the middle or slightly below it, because at some point you're going to hit a valley towards the end of the year. It's consistency, consistency, consistency. That's what it is. So we'll see, right? It was a good start for the pitching. The defense looked really good in my opinion. Offense needs to be more consistent, and we'll see. Costas and Story to combine for 1.5 hits. That's a good bet. I'd take that. If any of you had T-Mobile, you can get MLB TV free. Hey Corbin, how is everything? I have bad news. I hurt my knee again, out for a month. Man, QB, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get better soon. Sorry to hear that. Glad you're in here though. Hopefully I can take your mind off it for a little bit. That's good, Assassin. Sox should not trade for utility player. Blaze York and the minors. That's fair. What's up, Stu? They should have won, Corbin. You were up 2 runs in the 10th, bro. Yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't have won. I literally said they should have won that series, but I'm not going to sit here and bark about it for the next hour and a half. You know what I mean? If we're talking about this series, the exact series that happened in Seattle in September, and you're down 2 games at a wild card, absolutely, I am ripped about it. First series of the year, right? Like, yeah, it sucks, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, they had to win that game to keep pace for the rest of the AL East. It's just, I mean, you're 2% through the season. What's up, Versatility? Oh, there's another shout out. If anyone wants MLB extra innings and you have DirecTV, you can get it free for a year. Calling a Cedon homer today, I believe it. I think Cedon will get into something today. I said 2+ bases. More towards Breslow. Yeah, I think when you look at it going into the games, like going into the seasons. What's up, QT? I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Thank you. When you look at the reasons why they didn't bring up Bernardino, there were reasons to not do it. My problem with it, I think everyone's problem with it, wasn't the actual intelligence of the move. It was you weren't putting out your best bullpen. That's what you were doing. You just were not putting out your best bullpen, and that's the problem. Right? Was it the more intelligent move? Yes. Was it the right move? No. It's just not how it goes. Oh man, Cutter Crawford in the dance circle today. Let's see it. How's my favorite pitcher doing? Oh no, wait, it's Massa in the middle. I love them doing this dancing thing they do. Man, I love it. How's my favorite pitcher doing? Apparently, hey, he's dancing it up, so he's doing all right. The starting the game off with that dance might be my favorite thing they've done in a while. People were crapping all over their celebration on the base pass too. Why? If they, like, we don't have to love it. If they love it, what does it matter? Check the parlay. Story under 1.5 hits. Oh, you're asking me? Story over under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. What's he in, third tonight? This guy's got high velo. If they can get him into the bullpen, I think Story will do well tonight. He looked on today. I'm going to take the over on Story. I'm going to take the under on Yoshida 1.5. Duran over under. Oh, you want me to give one? I'd say Duran 1.5 too. I would take the over on Duran 1.5, but nothing higher. Reese McGuire over under 0.5 total bases. I'm going to say under. Higher, lower, Brent Rooker total bases. Rooker, I would say he's facing Houck, and then they'll go to the bullpen. Probably Winkowski. I'd say under on whatever Brent's is. Why does Corp keep putting Joely in big situations? He's the only option in the bullpen, right? I get why people wouldn't like the idea of Alex Cora putting your left, like specifically Joely Rodriguez into the game. The problem is, as a manager, right, you have to manage the game like you trust your players. You have to, because that's the roster you are given, right? So if you were going into that 10th inning and you're saying there's a whole bunch of lefties coming up, Chase Anderson, not good against left-handed pitchers. They crushed him. Josh Winkowski is pitching through a bone issue, whatever it is, in his heel. And Kenley Jansen's out. So it's either Chase Anderson or Joely. And Chase Anderson sucks against lefties. Joely historically has been fairly decent against lefties. You have to trust him, right? It sucks that he sucks. Right? But that was the right move at the time. And then honestly, I was pissed to see him in the game. When was that? The last game of the series. I was so mad to see that. Well, there's Jarren Duran one base for whoever betted on 1.5. But either way, right? That is unbelievably frustrating. I agree with you, versatility. What's up, Backman? Why do some people sit in the upper deck? Well, we found out why last year. Did I watch the YouTube documentary on Story Train the Iron Guys? Yeah, that was cool. Can I turn my mic volume up a little bit? Any higher, I'm going to blow out speakers. I'll turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Crowd is looking large today in Oakland. It's gotta be a weird feeling for the like a team like the Red Sox, who even when they suck have a lot of people in their stadium. It's got to be a weird feeling to play with no fans. You can just hear everything. Still think they should have saved Martin. The problem is versatility. Like I get that, right? And that's why I said in my video today, like, I understand people's frustrations with the move. Here's the way I look at it, right? If I'm a manager, I'm not managing to get to or win in extra innings. I'm managing to win the game in 9. So if your best option to get you to that 9th inning and hope your offense can give you, if they'd given you those 2 runs in the 6th inning, they might have had him. They almost had him for a second. But he got away. Duran up to 3rd, stays at 3rd. Love it. Right? So, and I honestly, I didn't really look too much into it because I was so mad about it that I didn't want to hear the excuses of why Duran or why Joely was there, why Kenley didn't want to pitch, right? But if I understand if you're Cora being like, we need to put our team in the best possible situation for us to win in 9 innings, and if that's what it takes to get your offense in the best possible position to win, then you go with the other guy. Yeah, TD, that'd be nice. I'm not a celebrity, Hayden, but hi to Hayden's girlfriend. Astros have a no-hitter through 7. Wow. I still can't believe how horrible these... Yeah, the uniforms. I didn't think I was going to notice uniforms all that much. I notice it every time someone turns around. It is crazy. It really is. It's crazy. The Ace House somehow agreed to a lease extension Coliseum the city of Oakland proposed. Yeah, I honestly have no idea how that works. The thing is, if Kenley was available, are you using him in the 8th? Because that's basically the argument. No, because if Kenley's available, you're still using Chris Martin in the 8th and Kenley in the 9th. So how you feel about the Red Sox currently having the best performing rotation in the MLB? Oof, that was an ugly swing from Rafi. I'm really encouraged by the Red Sox rotation. I'm really, really encouraged by what it looks like. I think everyone's my concern always with this rotation was never its talent. The rotation's got a lot of talent, right? A ton, realistically. Have they reached that talent level that they should? No, but they have that talent. My issue with the rotation has always been, what does it look like over the course of 162, right? So, yeah, I personally am really happy about it. I want to see what happens. And this is a guy, Trevor Story's up right now, who needs to, at the bare minimum, be a league average bat. I think that's sort of, even give me a 95 OPS plus with 19 home runs. You give me that, it's enough protection. Thank you for being here, Rusty's, for 2 months. No versatility. I don't think so, because Kenley's historically not good in anything but the ninth inning. I think they would have gone to Joely or Chase Anderson in the eighth if Chris Martin wasn't available. Oh, that's going to be awesome, QB. Happy early birthday. Hopefully you're going to be going to Fenway for your birthday. Well, we'll celebrate it next week. Like, I need Story to do something. Have to. How do you feel about starting with the West Coast trip? Could be good because we can get some wins against softer teams. Yeah, there's some good and bads, DJ. One, I am exhausted. I am exhausted. But, no, you're saying versatility. Your point was if Chris... man, dude, it was crazy. My whole point is if Martin was injured, they would have treated the 8th inning as they would have the 10th inning. Am I watching the whole game here? Yeah, I think so. Unless it goes in extra innings. Surprised I'm doing it? Well, I mean, it's our only option this week. There's no really early morning games. Story batting under 100? Yeah, definitely. $90-mile-an-hour slider is crazy. Yeah, this dude throws gas. He's good. He's good. Do I think Story's uncomfortable in the locker room? I don't think Story doesn't really have any reason to. Oh, hey, that got through. All right, Casas. Casas, I have a feeling, is going to take like 3 weeks to heat up. It's what he's done historically. But we like that. Give Tanner Houck a little bit of wiggle room, huh? The red seat effect, right out the gate. Right out the gate. Yeah, it is, Pac-Man, but I work 9 to 5. Stream all 162. No. Corbin, it is so sad that the Sox are really missing 2 to 3 players to contend for playoff plus. That's the sad part, bro. Like, you're upset you don't think you're going to get playoff content from Red Sea Radio tonight or this year? How long do you think till the A's trade the pitcher? Probably 4 years. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, it's not a bad start. Dodgers are in 3rd place. Wonder if Core goes to LA this season. They're 6 games in, man. Like, I get the conversation, but like, they're 6 games in. If the Sox pitch the way they pitched against Seattle the whole season, Andrew Bailey deserves a statue. Yeah, I will personally build Andrew Bailey a statue if that's how they pitch the entire year. Imanaga was fantastic today in his debut. Yeah, I wanted Imanaga. I was iffy on him. So, we'll see. Again, it's way too early to make any true, like, DJ Olson, thank you so much for becoming a part of the Bleachers. You can now use the run prevention emote as we talk about Andrew Bailey. Huh? That A's pitch is pretty good. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. I would flip O'Neill and Story in the lineup until Story can get it going. I honestly wouldn't be too upset with that either. Crazy to think pitching has been the best part of the club. Yeah, it is kind of wild, isn't it? A's have it. Yeah, I said it today when I did our members only write up. If you're in the bleachers or higher, you're getting members only write up about the games. I said, man, they're not going to be good this year. They're not going to be good. But there it is, DJ. I was wondering when that was going to pop up. I wonder why that takes so long sometimes. Dave, like Langoliers, decent. Noda, decent. Blade, decent. Rooker, decent. They just optioned someone who was decent last year. They are sneaky decent. They're not going to be like. They're not going to be good. They're going to be really, really bad. They're going to be bad. But yeah, Esteury Ruiz got optioned to AAA before the game. Why do I think the Red Sox were underdogs in this one? The underdogs, they were underdogs in this game according to ESPN. That's crazy. 85 wins or less. I'm sticking to my prediction, which was 80. What did I say? 83? And I said optimistically 83. The A's always have those few players that are just super good stuck on a bad team. Yeah. Rooker, but even Rooker, it wasn't like anything crazy last year. He was fine. 83 wins is crazy. We'll see. We'll see. That first pitch was gross. What I really want from Houck is 6 innings. I want to see 6 innings. 87 wins. I don't know. They keep pitching like this. Do they send Joely down? No. Oh, you're saying 91, Ruse. I thought you were saying crazy. It was too high. Yeah, show me 6 innings. You haven't been receiving the previews? They're on the community page, Mike. 85-77, 116-2. Ethan, I've seen people say they don't know. Chris Cotillo on Twitter confirmed that he said it was a front office decision. I don't even think that was on Cora to have Joely Rodriguez on the team. Man, Houck's getting that low zone tonight. Okay. If this was the Red Sox side of things, I'd be saying this is a terrible strike zone, but with Houck on the mound, I am gladly taking that. Love the way Slayton looked yesterday. Yeah, he looked like he was going to be a piece. We'll see. We were talking about him in spring training, right? And we did that whole video on him. I really think he could be a secret weapon in the bullpen. What was really encouraging to me was that of the players that the Red Sox added to the bullpen, Weiser, Campbell, and Slayton, there's a lot to like there. Z probably, what did he say? Hopeful for mid to late April? Mid-late April? Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm thinking, versatility. Benitez and Hagenman, DFA Ref Snyder? No, you need to bring up Bernardino and Kelly, in my opinion. If you're gonna trade Kenley, I would take Kelly because the major league experience. And he looks nasty in AAA right now. He did a nasty inning. Plus, he follows me on Twitter. No, but that's not really. Even if he didn't follow me on Twitter, I would say it should be Zach Kelly, and it should be Zach Kelly, and it should be Brandon Bernardino, because Hagenman's got time, right? He didn't spend a ton of time in AAA last year. Yeah, Campbell throws absolute boomerang. Is so sick. I agree with that versatility. Rafi, all right? That's all I care about. I don't that one's a tough play. I don't know if that's one that nice camera work, Nesson. I saw there we go. Yeah, that's just a tough one. What do I mean by boomerang? It looks like he throws it in a way that it looks like it's going to come back. Yeah. You vote E5? That's not an E5. No, that hit him. That was not. That wasn't user error on that one. Or better by the trade deadline. Let's say 62 and 58. You think they add? Well, that depends, right? Is 6 games above 5 or sorry, 4 games above 500? Is that enough to be within 3 games of a wild card spot? Then I think they add. But yeah, that was certainly a hit. If you're at this point, you're just trying to find a reason to hate Rafi's defense. If you think that was an error. If Nolan Arenado did that, it's still a hit. Coliseum's back today. Yeah, loaded. What, Jodo? I don't really understand. Story gets a hit. You suck. That was a good strikeout by Houck. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, Jodo. Because I think here's the way you look at it, right? People say, "Oh, Devers struck out, whatever," because Devers is hitting like 430 this year, right? In 3 games, he already has a home run, and he's hitting balls 110 miles an hour. Story strikes out. It's his 7th, 8th, 9th strikeout of the season so far, and we're 5 games in, right? So there is a bit of a difference between Story and Devers striking out right now. There's a big difference, actually. Anyone hear about Kenley Jansen being traded to the Cubs? No. I've heard nothing about that. Yeah, Tanner looks good. No, I agree, Chris. But he's saying, like, people are giving Story a hard time for when Devers does something similar. And it's because it's because of the fact that Story has been worse historically at the plate and has been worse this year. Mac, dude, the season started. We're not doing this. Sandoval in the Sox, Story in the Sox, may have been the worst take I've ever seen in this chat. Genuinely. Because Sandoval gave you nothing. At least Story gives you really, really Gold Glove caliber defense. Crazy. Josh Young fractured his wrist? Really? Like Story never got busted for being on Instagram during the game when he should be paying attention. Story never got so fat he broke a belt during a game. Story never lied to the media about his weight and then showed up 30 pounds heavier than he said he was. Yeah, Ash. I think everyone noticed Duran's hairstyle. Look, I'm gonna give it more than 5 games to say Trevor Story shouldn't be in the 3-hole. There's a difference though. Definitely didn't wear a Story jersey to school today. Yeah, it must be. It's got to be so weird to play in him. Houston mercy rule in the show. Wait, is Houston crushing the Blue Jays? Good. I hate the Blue Jays. Story's defense kind of makes up for him being a lower average, in my opinion. If they weren't relying on him so much to be number 3, then yeah, I agree. But they're relying on him to be number 3. I don't know. I'll never wear a Story shirt. LOL. Nah, haha. I would 1,000. I'll go get my Trevor Story jersey. Actually, I have a Trevor Story jersey. I wonder if there's more Boston fans than A's fans in attendance today. Definitely. Definitely. Favorite non-Red Sox player? Corbin Carroll. Massa finally, although Massa was tough on this one because he had some rough games at Seattle. He was like the Red Sox offense, right? He had rough games. There were games where he looked pretty solid. Oh, he missed it. Oh my God, he missed it. Massa deal was a mistake. We're 5 games into a season, right? He was above average last year. We'll see how he is. That's brutal. When a guy's playing out of position, I think he just, yeah, I think he was trying to feel for the wall more. I said in my video today, I think Valdez has the opportunity to win the starting job. I really do. All right, say Don, give me a double, huh? Give him a hit. That's gonna go down as an error, I think. I love Javi Story at short. Gigantic hole filled from last year. Absolutely gigantic. Top 10 MVP finish. He didn't touch it, though. It looked like it bounced off. B-Staff, thank you so much for becoming a member of the box seats, my friend. We got to figure out what we're doing for our members-only live stream this month, actually. All right, come on. Come on. Here comes Massa. Oh, he's in there all day. Oh, and here comes Valdez. And we're playing the Oakland A's. Woo woo. This is going to be a good night, chat. This is going to be a good night. Blade was a corner infield and who was converted into a corner outfield and then moved to center field. Brutal. I low-key feel bad. It feels like you're not sometimes, right? Last year we said like, oh, I feel bad. And then remember when Bale got crushed? How he scoring that one? It's a sac fly, and then I would say error on the throw. Have I ever sat near the red seat? Yeah, my very first game back in 2008, I think. Yeah, 2008. I sat in the same row. Why would you trade TD? Why are you trading Yoshida? There's no reason to. Cedon Rafael isn't aesthetically pleasing. He's got an aesthetically pleasing swing, man. A 2-run sac fly? Yes. It was a sac fly to the right fielder, threw it, and then under threw it a little bit, bounced off the catcher's shin guard, and he ended up scoring. For an average DH, but TD wasn't an average DH. Like he just wasn't. He had one really bad month, and it made him look very average. One bad month. And yeah, that's a great point, 70. We talked about it this offseason. It makes absolutely no sense to trade Masataka Yoshida unless, one, you eat all of his entire contract, or two, wait, what was I saying? But two, right? You're also crushing your reputation in Japan. If you're traded after one season, and there's going to be a lot of really great Japanese talent coming over the next couple of years. 2 runs on no hits, yeah. McGuire's been in well. Yeah, he has been. I think he's been fine. What, Mike? Who wins the NCAA basketball tournament? Dude. God, who's I just watching 2 nights ago? I'm not gonna do that. I don't know men's basketball enough. Yeah, we'll go Huskies. Little New England. No, I don't think TD he could play. He could play left field. It's just They have more athletic options. Why not use them? I agree, Chance. He looked really great. I thought this was going to be a much a much harder game for the Red Sox offense, but I'm taking this all day. The team who scores the most points in the last game. That's a safe bet, versatility. Am I right? Am I a Celtics fan? I do. I like the Celtics. I just don't I don't watch their games as regularly as I would like, especially during the Red Sox season. Favorite walk-up song? My favorite walk-up song was Justin Turner's last year. I don't know what it's going to be this year. Yoshida's a very good hitter. Fine at DH, occasional left field appearance. Love his bat. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, versatility. I didn't realize, I guess I underestimated how bad the Athletics defense would be. Jaron Durant. Oh, he snagged it. I thought he was going to get that. What were my bets tonight, chat? Does someone remember? One of my members. The Astros currently have a no-hitter against the Jays going into the ninth. Let's go. The Athletics have traded away anything. Yeah, it's sad. What up, Warrior? Oakland reminded me of the 2023 Sox. Yeah, Chance. He's this kid is someone to keep an eye on over the next couple of years. His you know what's gonna happen, Chance? His ERA is gonna be like 4.4, but his FIP's gonna be like 3.20. Hey, that might have been me, Mac. I told Versatility, or I told Prodigy to do it. You know what the problem is with you two? I keep getting the Y's mixed up. That's why. Exciting players is stuck on this team. You know what? In all fairness to the A's, I'm glad they do get him out. You do get them out. Also, just watched Derek Jeter video reaction to Red Sox fan. He seems like a nice guy, I guess. He's fine. No, he did not. Thank you. Calling 8 to 14 runs this game. Take the over right now. Actually, it's too late to take the over. The over was 8. It was plus 120 on FanDuel. Never confuse you? No. The only thing I'll confuse you with, Mike, is MMM accidentally, but I never really call you that. See another Durant steal. If Durant's... Oh, man. Oh, there you go. There you go. Jared Rand might have like 60 steals today or this year. I work so bad. I love that emote. I think it's so funny. It's just so goofy. Should have bet on Durant steals. Yeah, that would have probably been a good one. I know, 70. I saw that. Let me tell you what. The MLB The Show wildly underrated the Boston Red Sox. Wildly. I will stand by that, despite the fact that they had a bad September. Yeah, he had 20 steals and did he have 20? I thought it was a little bit higher than that. Maybe it was just 20. He had 20 steals in 100 games. This year I think he steals more. I think Durant could get to 40 steals. Rafi for some reason wants that pitch. Has to be one of the tallest pitchers you've ever seen. Let me see. Isn't Logan Gilbert like 6'7", 6'8"? Oh no. Oh man. That would have been like 450. That was crushed. Looked pretty fair to me. If I pause the live and unpause it, just start. Yeah, it doesn't catch up. Oh, Rafi's so mad. Rafi is so mad. He is heated. He just walked there. Durant had 24. I thought it was higher than 20. Anthony will replace Willier. Maybe. Yeah, he's at 50 pitches in the second inning. Poor guy. At least he made contact with that one. At least he made contact with that one. Baby steps. You're getting the Dodgers will trade for him in a year and he'll be Hall of Famer. Yeah. It'll be like 3 or 4 years, but yeah. All of a sudden it'll be like, who the hell is this Boyle kid they're trading for? You get a 4.5 ERA with the Oakland Athletics, and then for the next 7 years he'll have a 1.2. Casas double. Casas needs a home run. I'll take either one. Trade Trevor? No. It's 5 games into the season. Casas larvae to butterfly. I kind of like that. Hit the baseball into the field. That's enough for me. Yeah. That's all I want. Trade Kenley? That one I'll take. Take Sox. I love that name. The Take Sox. Anyone else feed look like Boyle is an AI generation? Told you I'll trade Kenley in the offseason. Chance, here's my thing, right? I thought he wanted to be here. Strohs did it. Did the Astros do it? Wow. 5 games into the season is crazy. Uh-oh. Someone tell me what happens in the Red Sox game. I don't know why my feed just cut out. What happened? He struck out? Brutal. It was a perfect game? No. It wasn't a perfect game, was it? You know what happened? The Nesson app, here's what I will say. If you are not using it as a tax write-off, don't. Don't bother getting the Nesson app, please. It was a no-hitter. Costa strikes out too much. It's 5 games into the season. Like it's hard for me to say anything about, like, I mean, genuinely, that was his 8th major league start, and he no-hit the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, low-key, might be in a little bit of trouble this year. And he struck out 6 times. It's 5 games. Remember, everyone, Prodigy, you did this exact same thing last year in April, too. The exact same thing. Meet Willie Abreu. Meet Trevor Story. Meet Bobby Dahlbeck. What's up, Mr. Bob Dylan? How are you, my friend? I can't see someone else. 4 of the last 7. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Astros are just so good. This year's Baltimore years guy. And I'm not a massive Casas fan, which is wild. I don't know how you watch the Red Sox and don't get excited by Tristan Casas, genuinely. A lot more patient this year. Yeah. Honestly, the first month of the season is really hard to judge anybody. Every power hitting corner guy strikes out. Yeah, that's a good point. Tristan Casas is just a good baseball player, period. Not even from Red Sox perspective. True. Top 3 first baseman? No, right? You got Freddie, Matt Olson, Christian Walker, in my opinion. Yandy Diaz, Vlad, I guess, and then I'd say Casas is like 5th or 6th. Oh, Harper, I forgot about Harper. So 6th or 7th. I think that's fair, dude. Goldie, I forgot about Goldie. Yeah, so you're looking at top 10. I already said, yeah, Matt Olson. It's probably Freddie and Matt Olson are close to number 1, number 2. I would put Freddie 1, Olson 2. Yeah, I've said it before, Chris. I think this rotation's immensely talented. My problem and my concern with it is can it go through a 162 game season at that talent level? When was the Red Sox last no-hitter a perfect game? Clay Buchholz, right? It has to be. Because I don't think there's been one. I don't think there's been one thrown since. I don't think there's been one since Tech retired. So I would say it has to be Buchholz. Love Bailey. Let's see these guys cook with their off-speed pitch. It is John Lester. When did Clay Buchholz throw his? Oh, they show 24. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Versatility. It's the. Yeah, Lester did throw one. Clay was 2007. Really? Well, now someone's saying Buchholz threw is in 2008. September 1st, 2007. Because it was right after. That was right after his debut, right? So I guess it would be Lester. Wow. Savannah. Yeah, I have, Ashley. I got to turn that off somehow, chat. Although I'm a big fan of doing this for home runs. Doing this for home runs. Doing. Where'd it go? There we go. Doing that for home runs because that's sick. The lights are 50-50. Yeah, they literally only work on home runs. Yeah, Seidon's going to be Seidon. Here's my take on Seidon, I think, at this point. I think there's going to come, I would even say a lot of times this year where he just doesn't look very good at the plate. But I think you're at the point with what he could be where I think you have to let him play every night because you get that great defense. What's up, Migo? Last Red Sox no-hitter was Lester, May 19, 2008. There we go. Taking off Velo. He might be, Chance. They might be hunting Velo. Because I remember, was that Whitlock's 5th? Or was that Houck's 4th or 5th strikeout? I had 5 strikeouts on the day for him. I'd say Don Rafael at 2+ bases and Jaron ran to score a run. So I'm looking good so far. Who asked about the velo? Oh, Chance. Yeah. Whitlock talked about it in his after his start or after the final start. Bailey also talked about it. Is they knew that the Mariners would be hunting velo, so they implemented a whole lot of off-speed pitches. And it looks like that's what they're doing in this game as well. Who else is going to the home opener? I am not. Less arm effort. You know what the other thing could be too, Chance, is they could be really trying to hone in on getting his command under control and making sure he's not walking anybody. And that could be like a new mechanic type thing where he's using less arm movement and more control. Best rotation MLB. You know what's going to be interesting is they're going to I mean, I'm not going to guarantee this because God knows, especially last year, right? We went into that series and we're like, man, this is a must win. And they got torched. So I'm not going to say they are going to, but there is a chance that they come back home to Fenway Park with a top rotation in baseball with who they are playing. DFA Refsnyder for being a complete baby. You're right, Lawson. He should have played through a broken goddamn toe. What are you talking about? Corbin, those jerseys in the back, what players are those? This one was Xander. Then it was Turner. Now it's nobody. And then this one is Rafael Devers. I'll be at Target Field on Star Wars Day watching the Sox. That is awesome. I'm going to Harry Potter Day at Fenway. The sweatshirts are too cool for me not to. It's a red and gold. It's so sweet. It's just weird because it looks like what you see in spring training practices. Yeah. Yeah, Grissom, it'll be interesting for Grissom. I think we'll see I think we'll see Grissom towards the bottom. Are you guys that far ahead of me? I'm literally still on a commercial break. There's no way you guys are seeing that already, right? How am I this far? It looked like it was just a starter shooter. You've been behind me, so man, you guys are way ahead. Yoshida just saw a pitch. I'm literally still on a commercial. This is wild. When everyone comes off the injured list, what is the bench and lineup going to look like? I think Grissom starts on the bench. I think Abreu goes down to. I'm literally restarting this app. I think Grissom goes onto the bench and platoons with with Valdez at second, and then I think Refsnyder comes back and William Abreu goes down. Oh well, there we go. Now I'm 3 pitches in. Is that right? 2-1 to Massa. Yeah, top of the third for me too. Sorry. Guys need to update you. I'll update you, Ash. Well, Shea Langolier is a giant, Chance. So yeah, he's not a giant. He's just a thick dude. What did O'Neal do to get on base? He get a hit? Vaughn, Abreu, McGuire, Reyes. I think it'll be Vaughn, Refsnyder, McGuire, Reyes. Single. He's hot. Another walk for Massa. I'm taking that. Man, I wish I saw that. I'm all in on Tyler O'Neill. I was. It's 3 a.m. Braden, man, get some sleep. There'll be plenty of games. That's crazy. Good for you, Braden. Welcome in, my friend. No, extending Tyler O'Neill 5 games in the season wouldn't make sense. It's the same. Like everyone was like, "Oh, we need to bring back Adam Duvall," and then everyone was like, "Well, wait a second. Tyler O'Neill is better, younger, and faster." Right? O'Neill is absolutely the Red Sox X factor. Absolutely. Not working tomorrow? Oh, then you're chilling. I should be in the booth for an inning this year. Would be a great way to get people to know your name. Yeah, that'd be that'd be excellent. I'd love to do that. It's never gonna happen, but that would be awesome. What would it take to extend O'Neal? Probably not a lot because he gets absolutely crushed with injuries. Another error? Oh no. Talk to Jared Carabas first. Yeah, I would love it if they'd have me. Oh man. God, Jesus. 4 errors and 6 outs. Oh. Is this what it was like to play the 2023 Red Sox? They almost have the same amount of errors as they do outs. If I'm Boyle, I'm quitting baseball and coming back in a year. That's what I'm doing. Say Don Bomb coming up. I need it. Looks eerily familiar. Yeah, I think we've seen this before. This is the first time I've seen the Ace plays. Are they always like this? They didn't used to be. They didn't used to be. And then yeah, I don't know what happened. Really, versatility? I mean, if he asks, I'm not gonna. We've talked before, and yeah, but no, they want me on. I would love to be on. Obviously, I would never say no to that. It'd be an honor, right? I mean, that's like going on the Joe Rogan, a baseball podcast, or the Caller Daddy, or the, you know what I mean, like the pinnacle. Yeah, the A's were definitely like this last year. Did that hit his bat? Looked like it. If I'm Boyle, I'm pulling a long Noah Song and declaring for the Navy. Yeah. Are they going to tag on this? What's my score prediction for this game? I'd be the perfect guest for an episode. Well, let them know. I mean, yeah. They're not going to listen to me, trust me, but they'll listen to you guys. Yeah, it's 5-0. Sorry, I forgot to update the score. Also, by the way, I'm on Spotify now. I put our regular videos out on Spotify. So if you guys want to listen to the episodes, you can now do that. 18-3. Yeah, we saw that, Foxborough. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna guess this ends in. This ends 9-1. That's my guess for the end of this game. They are rotating a guest host every Wednesday, and they want to split it between podcasters, players, and other baseball people. Wow, that's a great idea. I heard that on Baseball is Dead. I didn't hear that on Section 10, but I mean that's a great idea. What's up, Skywalker? Welcome in, my friend. What time is it in London? I was at that game, Alex. Ugh. I was at that game with a Blue Jays fan. It was one of my good friends, a Blue Jays fan. And we were sitting next to all Blue Jays fans. I wanted to drop dead. 3 a.m.? Hopefully you don't got work tomorrow. Don't remember that happening? I don't remember that either. I need 3 more Ks from Boyle. Prodigy's out here betting his life. Thought it was Section 10. Nah, I think there's just too much. Watch from Rhode Island? Ooh, where in Rhode Island, Ash? I went to school at URI. Remember when we beat, I think, the White Sox or the Cubs so bad last year, and Raimel Tapia crushed a home run off a position player? Oh, was that the Cubs? DC? What's going on in DC this time of year? I think it was the Cubs. Was it the Cubs? Was it the Brewers? Cousins in URI right now? That's awesome. My brother's in URI, actually. Judo, I think it's Sadie. I don't think Cora leaves if they win a World Series. No. Was at a Sox Rangers game, and the guy next to me bet 5,000 on the Rangers to win the 2023 World Series. That guy is a king. Remember when Yoshi hit 2 homers in the same inning? Yeah, that's the one I thought the position player pitched, and they just teed off. All right, Frostfall. I'll see you soon. Did Mondesi play a big league game with us last season? No. If they do not sweep the Sad A's team, then something is wrong. I don't think so, man. There is a sneaky amount of talent on the A's. They're all minor leaguers. Toppy was against the Tigers. I'm trying to remember position players. Jaron Ren's 3 for 3. Wow. And make that 6 Nathan. Man. When you saw the defense, what? That it was 2023 Red Sox? If you could steal one player from one team, who would it be? But make it realistic to the Red Sox needs. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I hate to say it, Garrett Cole. Yeah, Rafi was trying to smoke that. I would take Zach Gallen, Freddie Peralta, Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, Grayson Rodriguez, Yuri Perez, Spencer Strider's a good one. The A's stink. Yeah, they're not great. Love to see Tyler O'Neill stick with Red Sox as 4th outfielder, DH, protect him from injuries. We'll see. The problem is he just has such good defense. It's hard to keep him off the field. If Devers tried to hit doubles, he'd hit more, but he tries to crush too much. Every year, even on bad years, he's one of the best players in the entire sport. So in terms of hitting, so it's tough. Is that 3 steals? He's 3 for 3 with 3 steals. Ridiculous. He just set the Red Sox record for 5 games. Wow. Look like Jacoby Ellsbury. Yeah. Whoo, Rafi. What was it? 5 bases in the first 5 games? Is that what you just said? Guess we got a video tonight. Just kidding. We'll probably do hot takes tomorrow because I didn't do that Sunday. Instead, we talked about Joely. Duran the new Ellsbury. Yeah, that'll be the title of the video. I don't even know who the A's manager is. Is this the A's manager? I have no idea. Rafi equals Juan Soto. Rafi does have a really good eye. Mark Kotze. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Corbin, just want to check in. Sox taking advantage of Oakland's disastrous mistakes. True. Is Billy Beane still with the A's? Yeah, but I don't think he's the GM anymore. We were watching a Little League game in Oakland. I know, Eric. I was saying, you'd appreciate this. It looked like the defense looked like 2023 Red Sox. I remember Duran electric inside the park home run 2 years ago. Became one of the fan favorites that day. Yeah, quickly he was a fan favorite, but then he very quickly became a non-fan favorite right after that. And then he became a fan favorite again. So, Story hit right here. Please, dude. Story, this is what you need to take advantage of. I might need to get some tea next inning. No way, it's another error. It's the third. I'm yawning. I know, dude. How long have I had 200 subscribers? A day. So thank you. Come on. Make sure it's decaf tea. I had regular tea with dinner. Yeah, it'll be decaf green tea. Just to give me a little bit of life. I wonder what an A's practice is like. How many hits do the Red Sox have? Yeah, good luck, Zach. This is getting hard to watch. It is tough. Savannah Banana game, yeah. Feeling bad for the A's. It's almost hard to watch, man. There's Story. There's Story. Hello. That's exactly what Story. People are saying Story. I mean, that's his what, fourth hit a year. It's not like he has no hits. A Boston Massacre, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe not. But I'm honestly surprised Story didn't put that 800 feet in the stands. Houck's arm's gonna get cold? Yeah, true. Okay, Joelle, you can come in now. Yeah, I was there, Christian. I don't need to be reminded of it. It was brutal. Might need to end the live early. Rest up for tomorrow's game. I won't be able to live stream tomorrow's game. This will be our live stream for the week. So, you see any designs for New Jerseys would be interesting? No, I haven't seen any designs for New Jerseys. This has been one hell of a batting practice. Who would you rather bring back to the Red Sox right now? Prime Manny or Mookie Betts? Prime Mookie, like Mookie Betts. I think we might have to end stream early tonight though. If it gets like 12:30 and we're in the third inning. We were in the third inning. I think 2018 Mookie, man. I think I do 2018 Mookie. I think Manny was the better hitter overall, but I think I go 2018 Mookie, no? I guess I don't. Tough it out, Corbin. I got it. The problem is, yeah, I can do it. The problem is I have to get up at 6:30 to make you guys a video. So, Manny was better than Ortiz. Manny was a better pure hitter. Ortiz was the better clutch hitter. Did you get that free Mookie card in the show, Corbin? I did. I don't really have room for him on my team, though. Definitely Barraclough, Pac-Man. This has nothing to do with Boyle. It's not really Boyle's fault here. Be honest with you. Yeah, it was good, Hayden. Yeah, it's still the top of the third, and there's only there's 2 outs. Why didn't they just let Boyle pitch to Casas? I know Casas could have used that. You trying to play me on MLB Show on Xbox? I have a PlayStation. The one Ace fan of the game is probably miserable. All 12 of them. Anyone miss Justin Turner yet? Not yet. Not enough movement? No, his stuff looked good. It's just no one could do anything behind him. They'd probably be in the 5th inning right now. Went through a period of like 8 years for every week that we were beating teams this bad. It did not get boring though. Yeah, it'd probably be pretty fun. Oh. Oh, that hurt. Oh my God, that hurt. That was a quick concert, Jess. I'm gonna have to let them in when they get back, chat, by the way. What happened? He got a foul ball into a delicate area of his body. Yours and Jess's picks? I didn't get it. My phone's over there. It's charging. 2 balls, 1 strike is bad. As that is to say. Bashier's all night, but who's my favorite A of all time? Edgar Renteria. Godzilla versus Kong, pretty darn good. I watched all of those for a while. Dennis Eckersley feels like the correct answer, but I had an Edgar Renteria glove when I was like, God, that had been my first like legitimate glove that I paid for, and I loved that glove. It had the deepest pocket east of the Mississippi. I'm sure it was, Delaney. I will see you soon. It's not like I'm not going to talk to you guys. Actually, you might be tired. You guys might be asleep by the time we're done here. You like Miguel Tejada? That was a good one. Am I getting Edgar Renteria confused? Jose Canseco, that's a good one. What about Johnny Damon? Fair. Gotta love the Red Sox bats. Honestly, the Red Sox bats have looked like mediocre. It's just the fact that they've been so bad defensively. No, I'm not an idiot, right? He didn't play for Oakland. Who am I thinking of? Miguel Tejada glove. I'm trying to find the glove I was talking about. There was someone with a glove. There was someone. No, it wasn't signed. It wasn't a legitimate signature glove. It was like a glove sold. Oh my God. I'm going crazy. What's up, Jonathan? I'll never remember. I will never remember that glove name. And it's going to drive me nuts the entire game. Innings finally over. We can breathe again, chat. On to the bottom of the third. Take the Braves over the Dodgers, bro. What you think? My World Series pick is Orioles over Braves. Did Story get a hit? Yeah, he got a double. Take the Braves over the Dodgers. The Braves are good. The Braves are really good. I want to see what Yamamoto looks like before I answer that question. Can't wait for a 2-minute inning and then be sitting here for another hour. True. Dodgers over Braves. Dodgers win it all. Could see it. How many hits do the A's have? 0, I think. Went to the game in Seattle both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday was a good game. Saturday was at least fun to watch. They have won 5 errors. Oh, my God. Yeah, he is, Jonathan. Tanner Houck no-hitter. It'll be a 1-hitter. Yamamoto, yeah. Yamamoto looked really good in his first start. Yamamoto seems to barely throw his fastball. Really, yeah, it probably wasn't working really well. Who put this game in rookie mode? Oh, really, Mark? How do you know that? Daniel Nava, Rocco Baldelli. Daniel Nava. I really appreciate that, Jonathan. Thank you for coming up to me. I appreciate it. Good things may happen. I'll try, Mike. I don't know how late I'll be up. I really appreciate you coming up, Jonathan. I'm always shocked when people come up and say hi to me. I don't know why. It makes sense, right? People watch me and go to Red Sox stuff, but it's just surprising. So thank you so much for coming up to me. Has Sale to start yet for Atlanta? Yeah, he had one. I'll be in Anaheim series Sunday. Who's pitching? Houck, Bayo, Pavetta. Bayo, Pavetta puts you at Wednesday. Off day. Thursday's Cutter. Whitlock? Did you say Sunday or Saturday? Sunday. It'll be Houck, probably. What am I streaming next week? Probably midweek. There's gonna be a lot of people in Red Sox. Like I know Section 10 doing something. Section 10 is doing something similar too. So I don't want to put you guys in a position where you have to start choosing. You know what I mean? So if they set up and they're like, oh, we're gonna do every Thursday, I'll probably do Wednesdays or Tuesdays or something. You're driving straight from Jersey? That's crazy. But I'll let you know, obviously, of course. Hey, as long as the Red Sox win versus the Yankees and they win 72 games, it's a successful year. TD, I'll bet you $50 they win more than 72 games. I don't think they'll let Houck go a complete game. He's having too much time in between innings, man. He's gonna lose the feel for the ball at some point. This one's a tough game to really judge his depth now, because he's already sat for so long. To walk him, all right. Houck, walk him. Shut up, Eric. I'm as surprised as you are, for being fair. Red Sox can beat up on bad teams and keep up with good teams. It might be a decent year. Yeah, it all comes down to pitching consistency. That's it. Oh, I was like, TD. I mean, I don't know, man. If we could win 20 games as long as we beat the Yankees every time, I don't care. Who has more? A's, error. Thanks, Keith. That was nice of you. That's funny. Oh, here comes Cat. You guys get to see the cat. It's very sad seeing the attendance in the Coliseum. Are you going to say hi? Look. Say hi, Cat. Oh, she doesn't want it. Got field box seats for home opener. First time sitting behind home at Fenway. It's a lot of fun. He legit liked the comment. Hey, maybe we'll see. Ethan, thank you so much. You want to say thank you? Her name's Misty. Thank you so much, Ethan, for becoming a member of Red Sea Radio. Means a lot to me. Is that a Maine Coon? No. This is a fully grown. She's 8 pounds. Misty is, yeah, she's adorable. She can be a bit, yeah, she could be a bit frustrating, but yeah, she's too cute. Corbin, let's put a friendly bet. Sox win 80 or less games. You put $100 to my charity. If they win, I'll do the same. And you be 3-2. What do you mean 3-2? But yeah, I'll do that. I would become a member, but I really can't do all this stuff. Don't worry about it, Ash. You don't have to. Misty or Corbin? I don't know, man. Misty. Misty might get it done. All right, Clip. Good luck. New sticker. Who this? Ooh, we got the outfield sticker going, Ethan. I love it. Who's ready for the Core Verdugo brawl? Misty in 4. I think Misty wins that mid diff. Andrew Bailey might be God. You think they're talking about me, Peter? I'm not big enough for anyone, any of those guys to start mentioning me. What is it, top 4? Misty's the new co-host, yeah. I'm glad you feel welcome, Ash. That's all. That's what we're doing here. Welcome in. You gonna get a dog next? Nah, we'll probably get another cat. Cats are so easy to take care of, man. And I taught her how to fetch. It's awesome. I'm so down for a no-hitter as long as Houck throws a walk. Why do you need him to have a walk? Oh. I know I asked you this, but what do you think of Andrew Bailey and him cutting the fastball so much? I love Andrew Bailey. When he first... Hey, Eric, easy. Easy. Am I clean it every night? No, I'm going to clean it every 3 days. I love Andrew Bailey. I thought the hiring was really smart. You look at what he did to Kevin Gausman, Carlos Rodon, even a guy like Logan Webb, who was fairly highly touted when he came up, but they really, really... No way. Oh, that would have been so funny. And I thought what his sort of philosophy on pitching and pitching in general was going to work really well for this team, and so far it has, right? I think him cutting down fastballs is exactly... I mean, you look into the statistics, and Garrett Whitlock's fastball got hammered last year. Brian Bale's fastball got hammered last year. It is the smartest thing in the world. Just look at it and say, hey, dude, if you're not good at it, don't throw it. Right? Throw what you're good at and let them try and hit it. Like, I love Andrew Bailey because it's so simple. I mean, obviously, it's very analytical. It's very like, hey, this is, blah, blah, blah. But it's a smart, simple-ish approach, and I love it. Parents are like, I still prefer dogs. I grew up with dogs. I like both. I'm an animal guy, so it doesn't matter to me. They both have their benefits, in my opinion. AB needs to stay here forever. Thoughts on David Sandlin? I love the trade. Thought we sold high enough on Schreiber. Yeah, I agree. It was worth Schreiber for sure. I'm interested to see sort of how he can develop in the Red Sox system. Did you guys see that Alex Spear was saying that it's going to be a 6-man rotation in the minor leagues? I really like that. Get as much developing as humanly possible. Your dog's name is Misty? Oh, was Misty? That's awesome. Don't grab him. What about my tattoo commitment? I'm looking at it, Eric. I want to be particular with where I go, but I am looking at it. Traded Schreiber for Weiser and Sandlin, basically. Yeah, Jamie, the depth is yikes. When's our next home game? Thursday. Right? No. I'm sorry. Next April 7th? Next Monday? Won't get too many games like this. We'll see. Tuesday? There we go. I did my math wrong. We got Judas, who has a chance to be a stud. What was that? An inning without a hit or an error? Uh-oh. It's over. Yeah, tiny boat. Considering the first 4 games they gave up a singular run, might have not been the best one. Monday's the eclipse. Oh, how's Teal doing? I don't think their season started. Tattoo live at 15,000. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Actually, that would probably be kind of cool. I'm just nervous about. All right, bye, cat. I'm just nervous about. Oh no! Please do not go up. She likes to try and climb up my jersey. So if that happens, we'll have to kick her out. But looks like she just got bored. We're working on it, Chris. Excited to see how Fitz pitches. Assume he's in Worcester. Yeah, he signed the year in Worcester. I thought about doing a shh. I thought about doing a video on like where the Red Sox top 15 players or prospects are starting the minor leagues. I just don't know how to market that. That's the problem. I'm in Texas for the Eclipse, one of the best spots in the world. That'll be fun. Not sure if this is mentioned yet, but Joe Doyle's 8 runs allowed. 7 of them were somehow earned runs. 7 of them were earned runs. Oh my God. That's crazy. Yeah, I got my sister doing intel tonight with my girlfriend, so I have a little bit more of an answer on that sooner. We'll see. Not sure if this was mentioned yet, but of Joe. I just read that. Fitz looked to be a great get for Verdugo, especially a single year of Doogie. Yeah. 23.6 ERA. Hashtag save Boyle. Save Boyle. The Sea Dogs are going to be good. They are going to be good. At this point, I might have to live stream doing it with you guys. Who would I keep the next year? Reese, McGuire, or Wong? Wong. I would never trust versatility with a secret. Oh, no. Chase Anderson's 100% playing tonight. Absolutely playing tonight. Joey Bart. I don't think they take a flyer on Bart. They don't really have a reason to. You win $100? All right, here we go. Pablo might close. No, they're going to want these wins. You kind of need these wins. Like you gotta need this. You need these wins early for sure. Oh yeah, I know, Dill. I was literally like, because she just listens sometimes. Just a quick question, Corbin. Am I a fan of any other Boston teams? I would say I'm a Boston sports fan in general, but like I don't religiously watch any other sports. Pablo's a better ERA than Anderson. Before a World Series ring? I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to give a timeline because she could be listening at any point. And you're struggling with the late games? Water. Wait a second here, my friend. It is 11 at night for us. Any trade line move predictions? I have no idea. I do think if they are close in contention, Breslow will be aggressive. I honestly think Breslow will be aggressive one way or the other. If we're really bad, I think we could see Pavetta, O'Neill, Kenley, Martin, even a younger outfielder. All right, I'm rooting for you, Prodigy. I work from home, so my sleep schedule's messed up, and these games fit better anyways. Yeah, at least I'm not Braden, and there was someone else too, who's at like 4 a.m. So you can hang with the youngsters. Oh, all right. What are you back? You got something else you need to say? I like to see Martin get a 2-year extension. Martin on a 2-year extension scares me because that'll be okay. You can't touch the keyboard. Scares me because he's just so much. He's going to be into his 40s. If he looks good this entire year, I'd be into it a little bit. But Rich Hill signs with the Sox, probably pretty low. The gray-haired assassin. I'm using that all year. Foxborough. Do you think ownership will control what Breslow does during the trade deadline? No, but I think they will give him the same parameters, basically. Google screwed up. Celtics won. Yeah, what? That's crazy, Jodo. Beautiful cat. Yeah, she's cute. She's very cute. Kind of dumb, but she's very cute. Durant All-Star year. I always have a hard time predicting any outfielders to be All-Stars because You have Trout, who's pretty much an automatic in. Judge, a pretty automatic in, and then you're battling for one spot. How long do we have Bailey for? Did they officially give the contract? I think it was at least a couple years. Trevor's story's ridiculous. Should have signed Hicks, Aaron Hicks. Red Sox chance at Coliseum. Yeah, makes sense. There's probably like 10 Red Sox fans there. Google's been bad with sports updates lately, and I don't know why. Clevenger for $12 million. I don't think I get Clevenger for $12 million. Bailey's sanity still shows 0-0 in the bottom of the 0 inning when I check the red 0-0 in the bottom of the 0th inning. Martin Siden's 1 year, $4 million, one club option, $1 million buyout, $250 good contract. I would do that. Baileyism, that sounds a little bit better. Now Rooker's up? Yes, Rooker's up now. What's a good deal for Martin? I like what Money Mike just said. Yeah, because he's 38 this year, he'll be 39 and then 40. You know, he's really good, but how long can he do it? All right, we're rooting for we're not rooting for a hit. I want Houck's ERA as low as humanly possible. I'm sorry, Bailey. See you on the members only whenever that is. PC is dying. All right, B staff. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friends. Woo. Woo whoop. If we aren't in serious contention, I don't think you get enough from Martin to say they need to trade him. Yeah, I don't know, Tiny Boat. The problem is he's like, you saw the market for pitchers this offseason. I don't know. That was the best looking pitch of the night. That was disgusting. People doubting us, but I feel we were good underrated team. I think they were a good underrated team too. Henry will trade him. I don't know how much Henry will have to do with the deadline. What I genuinely think is that Henry will essentially keep the same budget and just say, hey, you want to add, stay within the budget. Rose got for Chapman. They got a young ace in return. Chapman's younger. He's had a more successful history. He's a true closer. You know, there's a little bit of a difference there. What can I get at the deadline for Jansen? Probably not a whole lot. Like, Jansen's historically very good, but he's already not healthy. A's over J's any day. If Martin pitches, what's up, Sox content? Also, if you guys aren't subbed to Sox content, do that right now. I think you could get up to a 10 to 20 prospect for him, depending on the farm system. Maybe. The problem is, right, you just don't know. You just don't know what he's going to look like as a true closer, right? And yeah, he's a good bullpen arm. I don't know. I don't know about 10 to 20. Maybe you know what? Maybe if you're desperate. But again, Schreiber was cost controlled, chance, for 2 more years. That was a strike. Man, this ump wants to get out of here. Maybe if you catch a team really desperate to win now. If the closer market's low, yeah, maybe it's a bit of a different story. For Verdugo, yeah, but well, who set a home run? That's your fault. That is your fault. No, was Fitz a top 8? Fitz was 11. Yeah, I didn't think he was a top 10. Can of beans for an emoji? Wait, why? We should trade David Hamilton for a rental if we're contenders at the deadline. Yeah. The offense left with Boyle. Yeah, I know. This guy Muller's pretty good. Mancastis being ice cold makes me so nervous. Don't be. He was ice cold last year, too. All right, Assassin. Have a good one, my friend. That's Mike's worst nightmare. Should we trade Hamilton? I like Mike too much to say yes. But he doesn't really have a spot on the team, we're being honest. Yeah, but just because you're hating it, just because you don't like him, right, didn't mean he wasn't valuable to what the Yankees are looking for. It doesn't mean, I mean, man, the first part of the season, last year, he was dominant. And again, usually position players like that are a bit more expensive than a 40-year-old reliever, no matter how good the reliever is. If I were the GM of the Sox trade deadline and you are way back, who would you trade from this team? I think Jansen, McGuire, Pivetta, Jensen again, and Martin, and that's it. If we're like truly out of contention, if we're like 10, 15 games, even like 7 to 10 games out, O'Neal's probably on the market. Kenley's got to be on the market. Chris Martin's got to be on the market. Pivetta, I would at least listen. I would even think about because especially if Roman Anthony's doing well, I would think about like a Willier, Rafaela, Duran, trying to pick between those three as to who's next. Did you hear that the World Series will be played on a neutral site starting in 2026? No, we not. Saving runs for tomorrow. Every time we blow a team out, the offense goes cold. True. Do you think the Red Sox give up a prospect like York for rental? Is it worth it? Thank you so much for watching, Victor. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. York got sent back to AA. Yeah. David Hamilton is for sure a luxury on a good team, but has no practical value in deals. I don't think you really get anything back that you'd want to trade him for. It depends, right? Do you need bullpen arms? Maybe. Yeah, Nick York did not look great this spring training. That kid RC. Oh, I think of Roberto Clemente. Think you jumping out? All right, Speed Racer. Thanks for stopping by, man. Don gave up high prospect. Don't give up. Oh, I was like, what? Don't give up high prospects for rentals. Not smart. If it gives you a World Series, it's always smart, right? It ends up working out. Yeah, you too, Speed Racer. Thank you, man. Have a good night. That no-hitter was fun? Yeah, sounded fun. What do I even look up, Prodigy? 6 World Series neutral sites. Prodigy, that was an April Fool's joke by Gordo. When do you think Meyer's going to get called up to the majors? I would guess 2025. I don't think he'll be up in 2026. Love to see Shane Bieber on the team if we were fighting for a playoff spot. Chase Anderson tonight? Probably. If Bieber looks like he did on opening day, I'm in. Need an extension for Pivetta? Yeah. I would be really happy with I'd be really happy with a Pivetta extension. I said that before the season started. I thought he was the most logical choice to extend next, because even if he's not, the problem is you look at what he could get on the open market right now, and I think it would be all right, Mr. Bob Dylan. Have a good one. I think when you look at what Pivetta could possibly get on the open market if he has a solid season, is in my opinion worth taking the risk. But we'll see. Does Pivetta, does he get to the deadline and be like, he doesn't have to be great. He likes it here and knows how to pitch here. Also rarely gets hurt. Yeah. I think he's 100% worth it. I think he absolutely is worth an extension. The question is, what would it take? I don't think I give Pivetta 5 years, $100 million. No. Do I give Pivetta a qualifying offer? Ooh, that's a good question, Eric. If he pitches like he did last night, absolutely, yes. With Blaze, Anthony, and Abreu, little need for Duran. I think they need to make a decision. At some point, they're going to have to decide between, I would guess, honestly, especially if Blaze has a big year this year. I think they'd have to trade two, right? If Blaze and Anthony, how many strikeouts is that for Houck? That's gonna be 6, right? So we're just missing in our parlay for tonight. We're just missing, say, Don 2+ bases. Need it. 4 years, $15 million a year. Yeah. What's the QO offer now? I think it's 21. 6Ks. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd be all right. Personally, I'd be all right if Nick Pivetta came back on a 1 year, $20 million deal if he took the qualifying offer. I'd be all right with that. Houck you'd like to extend? In my opinion, there's not really a ton of reason to extend Houck unless it's like an extremely cheap deal and you are truly confident in him really becoming a back-end starter. That's the only way I would do it. Yeah. What does Houck have? He's not until 2029, right? I agree, Sox content. I would give it the year. How long do we have, Houck? I think 2029. You do a Whitlock type deal on Houck if you take it. Yeah, and that's maybe what because we had heard rumors of them talking to Tanner Houck, and he said there was an offer put on the table, not close enough. I would guess they put down an offer very similar to Garrett Whitlock. I would guess. Duran hasn't been stretching any singles into doubles much so far. It's been 5 games, right? He's not going to do that every single time he's at the plate, so. There's too much baseball left to make long-term decisions. Yes and no, Eric. I think for a lot of these guys, you're right. You've got, you know what I mean? You got plenty of time. But there's also, there are reasons to get extensions done now, I think. Duran stretching doubles into singles. Look at Valdez, huh? Got to extend Casas, Anthony, and Teal, and you see how Myers does. Trout never really had a down year. He was just hurt. Casas, yes. Anthony, I don't really love the idea of extending a player before he gets to Major League Baseball. I don't. It feels good. It feels good to beat down on teams you should beat down on, for sure. Why doesn't O'Neill fit long term? Say Don Rafaela needs somewhere to play. If Abreu's what they want him to be, if Abreu's what you want him to be, he's going to be here long term. You've got 2 of your top, really should be 5 prospects in Miguel Blaze, and your top prospect, Roman Anthony, coming up, both outfielders. Casas doesn't want an extension. No, I don't think that's true, Eric. He does want an extension. He just wants to get, here's the problem, right? Is you've got Tristan Casas looking at what Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, and Joely Rodriguez got, who are all in similar classes to he was, at least in terms of at the plate. So his price definitely went like, oh, wait a second. And then you've got Rafael Devers, who many people over this offseason, like not just like Red Sox fans, legitimate like national analysts have said, hey, Casas could be better than Devers. And he's sitting there looking at it right now and being like $300 million. Devers got $300 million. And right now, statistically, I could be better. So it's not that he doesn't want an extension. He's just, I think with who Casas is personally as a player, I don't think he's someone to settle for, say, a similar, Brian Bayo deal where it's 7 years, $100 million, right? He's going to be looking for, Casas would have probably signed like an $80 million contract last year. He's probably looking at, So my guess is he's probably looking in the mid hundreds range, right? He's probably looking at 150, 160 would be my guess. You'd give Casas 10 years, 140, he signs an extension. Maybe. At least 120 on Casas. I would say that's bare minimum, yeah. If I'm Casas, that's what I'm saying. Tell you why you should join for 99 cents a month. Well, 99 cents gets you one of our members. Would you like to highlight my emotes for me? We get the community emotes for 99 cents. You get 14 different Red Sox based emotes that you can use on this channel. I think you can also use it on every other channel, but we use them a lot during streams. There they are. You got a Casas emote, a Masi emote, a strikeout emote, a Devers emote. Eric, you're literally a member. You get a story emote, a Bayo emote, an outfield ripped emote, the emote from last year, and a running lizard Jaron Duran emote. Can't use it on other channels. That's ridiculous. Come on, you can't. Don't walk all over my stuff, cat. Plus, what other channel is watching baseball with a cat? Come on. Yeah, YouTube should. That's why I assumed it, because Twitch lets you do that. It's cool. Misty for president? Yeah. New Red Sea Cat emote? Maybe I should do a Misty emote, huh? Trevor Story home run right there? Let's see. City Connect jersey? Yep, that would be right behind me. Too old for emote sale, but I will sub your 99 cent month. Oh, I appreciate that, Lickum. You don't have to. You can always watch for free. It's not a problem, man. Misty for Sox GM. She'd probably do a decent job. What's the story behind Misty's name? My girlfriend and I, when we first went on a vacation together, was to Mystic, Connecticut. And low-key, I offered the name Misty because I also want to get a dog and name it Mountain. So it's Misty Mountain, like the Led Zeppelin song. That's my ultimate. Thank you so much, Lickum. Greets and claps in the chat, please, for Lickum. I know you're too old to use the emotes, but if you want to use them, they're there. Plus, you get that really cool seat next to your name. I really like those things. Casas, the 140. Anthony, 10 years, 100. Yeah, I'm not doing Anthony 10 years, 100. No shot. A lot of walks today. Hell yeah, that comes with the territory when you're facing Athletics, it looks like. She would have locked in Yamamoto. Please get out. Oh. Whew. All right, hey, Casas, we'll take that. That was hard contact. That's what we need. That's what we need. Needed that right there from Casas. Was that an off-speed pitch, chat? Oh, it's replaying it right now. No, that was was that a fastball? It was a fastball. This is a huge stadium, not a lot of home runs here. True. No, I was looking at it, trying to figure out, because in the Seattle series, he was getting crushed with sliders, and he just was not doing anything. Yeah, TD, I'm not saying the guy's not good. I'm just saying I'm not giving him $100 million before he touches the diamonds. You know, Jackson Chirico. I'm so bad with last names, dude. I'm so bad. They actually walked Tyler O'Neill. He didn't see a single fastball. It's nuts. Right. No, not Jurickson Profar. The Brewers guy. Chirico? Chorizo? Either way, right? That's like, he didn't get $100 million. He was a top 10 prospect in the entire sport. Churro. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? He didn't get $100 million. He was like a top 10 in the entire sport, right? And Roman Anthony's fantastic. He's not a top 10 prospect in baseball. So it's just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Versatility, like, and he didn't get $100 million. You don't give someone who's never touched a diamond. Well, you say that, and then you give Yamamoto $300 million, right? I guess it's a little bit different. Yet, I should clarify that. You're right, Sox. Yet. One second, chat. All right, sorry. 9-0. Oops, top of the sixth. Why didn't anyone remind me? I'm blaming you guys for the score bug being wrong. Massa and RBI are a ground ball fiend. Which, man, when he gets under the baseball, he crushes it. I don't understand. Like, I'm not for Pete Fatsy losing his job, to be honest with you. I think, the Red Sox were a top 10 offense last year. It's hard to argue he's not good at his job, but you see things like that where it's like, Massa, we all kind of thought he had a problem with hitting ground balls because the ball was a different size in Major League Baseball. Well, this is year 2. You know what I mean? He gets under the ball, and all of a sudden he's crushing baseballs. Hey, Corbin, I've seen Frank the Tank yelling about the Mets this year. Yeah, Frank the Tank's never not yelling about the Mets. How no one gave Freeman more than 170 mil. 170 is a pretty decent amount for. Is Freeman in his 30s? I think he is in his 30s. Massa has crazy power when he's not planting the baseball. Even when he's hitting it into the dirt, it's like 100 plus miles an hour. It's like, well, just like, come on. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's weird, Lawson. It's weird. Freeman Hall of Famer. I would say Freeman's got to be has he won an MVP? I would say Freeman's, especially if you compare him to other first basemen. I'd say he's a Hall of Fame. If he keeps this up for the next, how old is he? He's 30. This would be his 32 season. Keeps this up for the next 8 years. I could see it. Lost some of his power. Yeah, I thought he did win the COVID MVP. Second favorite sport to watch? Hockey. Yeah, basketball probably. I would say Freeman's an MVP or a Hall of Famer. Maybe not a first round. You know what the other thing too is that he's got a good personality, which will help him get in. Which it shouldn't, but it will. Pedroia Hall of Famer. I'm going to say at the end of the day, no. Oh, they're pulling him into the 6. What is he at pitch-wise? Nesson, how do you not have the pitches up there? Hockey junkie. He's only at 69 pitches. Oh, my God. Ichiro's going to get 100% of the vote. He definitely won't. Has anyone ever gotten 100% of the vote? Oh, Mo, right? Or Jeter, one of the two. Jeter definitely shouldn't have been a unanimous Hall of Famer if that's true. You think Orr would blow this league? Yeah. Only Mo? All right. That one fine. I thought it was Jeter was unanimous. Hauk's on one tonight. I get it's the A's, but it was every team he faced he had a problem third time through. Not worrying about that today. We'll see. Each row will definitely be. Let him walk someone. Who did not vote for Ted Williams? Who knows? Premier League soccer, a little bit. There's this Irish bar where I went to college. They used to have it on once in a while. Pretty interesting stuff. AB's life. AB, I might have to get an Andrew Bailey Red Sox jersey. I'm not kidding. Soccer makes you sleep. I kind of enjoy it. I really want to go to a soccer game. It sounds like it's a ton of fun. Johnny Damon Hall of Famer? No. Massively overrated? Yeah, you're in the right chat for that one, Eric. What about football? Yeah, I watch football. I'll casually watch football. I used to be a big football guy. I've lost my. Looks like I'm ready for bed. I'm hanging in. What number does AB wear? I think he might wear 68. Faces beat red. That's rosacea. Yeah, that has nothing to do with me being sleepy. That is a not really a disease. I don't know what you call it. I went to college on April Fool's joke. All right, Eric. Yes, surprisingly, I did go to college. Sister has that? Yeah, it's pretty common. But I'll get that a lot. I get a lot of red face radio. Be red when you're tired? Yeah, mine's just always like this. It's different during the day. There's a little bit different lighting in the room, so I look less red. But yeah, I manage it for the most part. I want Houck into the 6 for sure. Does Dwight Evans make it Hall of Fame? I think he does eventually. Fitting for a Sox fan? True. It would suck if I was a Yankees fan with a beat red face. Bottom 6. Durant on base is a lot of fun, yeah. Rotation's really surprising me. I'm loving this rotation right now. Bladay's a good hitter. If I ever come to London, go to an Arsenal game, yeah, that's on my bucket list for sure. I would love to go to Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City. How much you think Suzuki will go next year? He's younger than Yamamoto. He'll be there's a maximum you can spend on him, so it won't be as much as you think. Yeah, it's not gonna feel good, Swag. If one guy goes down, it's a problem. Houck looks like he's getting tired. I mean, yeah, he probably has been. Maximum what, Max? Because he hasn't had, was it, he got a strike. Is that 9 strikeouts? Tanner Houck is on 1. Do I think the A's will be better or worse? It's tough to be worse, so I'm going to go better. 10 Ks? Oh, give it to me, Tanner. That's not what I meant. But you know what I mean. That was a great start. Nomar, nah, his peak was probably really, really good, close to really good. That is not what I meant. Not what I meant. But what was I saying? Oh, his injuries. I don't think injuries will let him. Is Misty a Hall of Famer? Hall of Fame cat? Maybe. End of the sixth. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Do you think we're getting bought by the Orioles at Fenway? I don't know, man. I have no idea about Nomar. Yeah, I didn't watch him play. Doesn't mean he's a Hall of Famer. I think you have to give Roki. Yeah, but there's a maximum. So because Roki Sasaki hasn't played 6 years of Japanese baseball, he's not considered an international free agent. He's considered an international free agent prospect. You have to sign him as a prospect, and there's a maximum cap on what you can spend on international prospects. So everyone's going to be giving you, is it 9 years? I thought it was 6 years versatility. Either way, there's a maximum you are allowed to spend. There is a signing bonus that I think you can add on to that. But there's a maximum you can spend. So it's not like you can't just give them the bag. All right, Brandon. Yeah, go to bed, man. You deserve it. In my opinion, Corbin, would you like to see performance enhancing? Yes. Yes, Manny Ramirez, I think, deserves to be in. Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds, 1,000% deserve to be in. Yeah, it'll be crazy 70. Oh, the good news is it's you can't really. It won't be played out too long because it'll be more so how do you sell them on the organization, which in my opinion will cut out a lot of teams really quickly. The MPB usually signs guys out of 18 and they leave at 30, 31. Yeah, but I could have sworn it was 6 years. Maybe you're right, versatility. It is 25 or older. I know that. Nine sounds a little bit right. Night, Matt. Thank you for staying on for so long, man. Kind of happy we don't have Monty. I've always liked rotations beside Whitlock, but they good. Red Sox will be the first team out. I think there'll be a few ahead of them. They can leave at 25, but usually they stick around longer. Yeah. So I think it is 6 years. I thought. Right? 18, 6, 24, leave at 25. How long do you think it'll take for the Red Sox to bring Bernardino for Joely? I would say by the end of this, hopefully once they get home. No, maybe it's you, Jonathan, who is jinxing us. Seydon is selling my bet. I know. Oh, hold on, Chad. I gotta let my girlfriend in. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry, chap. I'm back. Sorry. I was gonna change something. Oh, bottom 7. They should let Houck pitch a complete game. They're not gonna let him go that long. Do y'all think the Yankees will fall apart with injuries again? I don't know. Devers has to be. The problem with the Yankees is they're relying on a lot of kind of injury prone players, right? Stanton, Rizzo's not really an injury prone guy. Soto's not really an injury prone guy. Rodon, Doogie. Think pitching is legit? Or you think it's the teams we played? Well, tonight, I think you have to give it to the team you played. But I think overall, I think there's good side. Like the Mariners strike out a lot, but they're a potent lineup. Rodriguez is an MVP caliber player. J.P. Crawford's really good. Cal Rayleigh was one of the better hitting catchers in the league last year. Then you got guys like Mitch Haniger, Ty France that could go yard on you. It was a good team. I really think the Mariners were a good test. But I think, yes, whoever said the Orioles was at 70, yeah, the Orioles I think will be the real heat check. Think Devers could win an MVP ever? He would have to have a monster hitting season because his defense will never be MVP caliber defense. So it would have to be a monster offensive year. I think Verdugo, now that he's shaved, will be denied for more ballparks because there's his defense would need major improvements. I don't know about major improvements. If he was a league average defender, just league average, and then he had a 140 WRC plus, 150, I think he's in the conversation. Problem is, or you're a 180, 190. It would probably have to be 180, 190 now that I'm thinking about it. The introduction of Chase Anderson. Let's see how this goes. Does anyone think Cora's on the hot seat for this season? Are we keeping him no matter what? I don't think he's on the hot seat. I think he is going to decide whether or not he stays or goes. Like, I think it's up to him. In my opinion. Like, I don't think the Red Sox will fire him unless it's out of respect. Yeah, I got the joke, Mike. Yeah, I think it's completely up to Cora. It does not matter whatever the Sox do. Cora is gone. I don't think shocked is the wrong word. I think it depends on. Versilli said it. The deadline's going to be really important this year, and I think whether or not they're competitive. Should he use Barraclough? No. Where's Cora going to go? He could go anywhere. He doesn't even have to go into managing. He could go into a front office somewhere. He could sign a TV deal. Yeah, I agree, Ethan. I think Cora at the end of the day wants to be here. I just think he's only going to manage for a couple more years, right? So he wants to manage contenders. And if he doesn't feel like the Red Sox can be contenders in the next couple of years, I think he's gone. Man, McGuire, that was brutal. That did not look good. Wish Ort was on the Yankees. Yeah. What'd you miss? You missed another catcher shot straight to the gonads. If we were only 8 games back of the All-Star, or less the All-Star break, we need to spend money. No, I think it needs to be like 4 and less. So you think he's not an analytical guy, but he's going to go to the Dodgers? TD, come on now. He's all right. He's laughing about it. Yeah, look, I can't even think about Mookie on the Sox anymore, man. I just, Dodgers spend. Yeah, the Dodgers spend, but they're also one of, if not the second most analytical team in the entire sport. If this keeps up, what do you think about Andrew Bailey as manager? If Alex doesn't come back, I think it'd be pretty good. Not Reese's Pieces. so dumb. Can Bailey handle the other aspects of managing outside the pitching, though? That'll be the question. How old am I? 26. New hitting coach, though? No, I mean last year you were 10th in the league in hitting. Last year you were 10th in the league. This year, we'll see. But I don't think you need a new hitting coach. No. Same mistakes every single year. Yeah, but again, you end up as a top 10 hitting team in baseball. It's tough to say that he's not doing his job. It's almost impossible to say that. Whitlock is a starter. We'll see. I'm not fully sold yet. Okay, Eric. I look younger than 26? Well, thank you. I think it's the fact that I can't grow facial hair. What do the Dodgers, Astros, and O's have in common? A great farm system because they had 10 plus years of last place finishes. We are not that bad of a young. Yeah. Oh man, this umpire wants to go home so bad. He's doing us a favor. Chat, I'll probably only stay live till 12. So if the game's not over by 12, we're calling it. You tell me anything about relievers because I have no clue. They come in after the pitchers come in, and they finish out the games. What I do for work? I work a 9 to 5. Bailey's set up with his relationship with Breslow to be the heir apparent. Would surprise me if they had off the book conversation. I think so. Was that what you? I wasn't kidding. I was just being serious. I thought you had no idea what relievers were. If you're asking about what relievers are with the Red Sox, Chase Anderson is fine. He's sort of that mop-up guy. The relievers to pay attention to on the Red Sox, at least, are Isaiah Campbell, Greg Weissert, and Justin Slade. Those are the new guys on the team. They look really good with Seattle. I don't think we'll see them too much in this game. Trying to think what else. You got Chris Martin, Dyson, Slice and Dyson. Did I say Weissert? And Martin, yeah. A Joely appearance here? No way. What are the 7 ways to get to first base? Okay. Hit, walk, hit by pitch, error, intentional walk, drop third strike. That's 6. Hit, walk, error, hit by pitch, intentional walk, drop third strike, catcher interference. Thank you. Walk and intentional walk are the same thing. All right, so then I'm up to 6. Catcher interference catcher interference makes it 6. Catcher interference, first baseman interference. Can you get to first on a balk? I don't think so. Is it first baseman interference? Is that the 7th? It's not? Strikeout error would be getting to first on a drop third strike. I don't think that's it. What would be the 7th way? Fielder's choice? Is it fielder's choice? Yeah. Boom. 7. All right. All the Sox want to get done with this game. They're like, all right, we're done. Swinging at everything. Pitch clock violation, I think, would count as a walk. That was quick. I mean, yeah, my entire life is talking baseball, so. Here comes Bobby. Wow, they put it in Bobby for Tristan? Interesting. Stay the course. I mean, maximum, I'm talking like 12, 15. I need to get to bed at some point here. Your favorite two-way player? Wait, was it actually a homer? No, this isn't. I'm not a pitch behind, right? If this is a homer, I'm going nuts. No. DFA, Bobby. Everyone always misses catcher's interference and fielder's choice. The only reason I remember catcher's interference was one, there was like a ton. There was a ton of catcher's interference. Remember Reese McGuire had like 12 of them? And then fielder's choice was because of Massa. Honestly, that dude grounds into so many fielder's choice. Sent Bobby away. Do they send Bobby away? Wants to go home so bad. Yeah, he's out of here. He's like, this game is so over. Hey, this will help the run differential. Bobby away for what? I don't know. Bobby deserves to be in a lineup every day in like a A's, Nationals. Kenley status, he seems healthy. I don't know. Honestly, Eric, I'm a little frustrated with Kenley right now. How well do I think Bae will do next game? I think he'll be all right. Wait, did you say drop third, strike swinging? You must have. Yeah. I said drop third. Can Kalen Clark play in the NBA? I don't know. The size would be a challenge. The skills are there, I think. The size would be a challenge, I think. But we've seen small players do well in the NBA before. I think the skills are there. I don't think she'd be garbage in every other aspect. I don't think that's true. I think the size would be a disadvantage though. She'd have a hard time scoring inside the arc. So she'd be like Rondo. Yeah, I mean, kind of. She's got the ball handling skills. Yeah, this is unbelievably long at bat. This doesn't need to be this long, Bob. Just come on, buddy. Come on. There's probably 90% Red Sox fans. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Locked in. Yeah, he's trying to go Yardo here. He didn't, but you congratulate him from battling. You think Rafaela or however you spell his name, is going to be on the roster all year? I think he has to be. I think with Rafaela, you look at it and you say, well, even if he goes through his ups and downs, if this is a year that you are considering a bridge year, right? You get that elite defense and you let him develop at the major league level. I really don't think there's anything. I really don't think there's anything left for him to learn at the AAA level. If he's going to learn plate discipline, it's going to be at the big league level because he just, you're facing quadruple A pitchers at the AAA level. Yeah, at worst, he's JBJ. That's kind of a perfect way to put it, 70. And I really don't think his floor offensively is that low. Caraco or Barbados, Max, one of the two. What happens, Vaughn and Refsnyder return? I think Vaughn takes over Bobby. Like I said in my video today, Eric, I do think there's a genuine chance that Valdez has the opportunity to win a starting job here, just because you don't really know what you're getting from Grissom yet. As for Ref Snyder, it depends. It really depends on what Abreu looks like. Defense is mediocre. Yes, I mean so is Valdez's. It's gonna come up to the. It's gonna come down to the bat. Autocorrect. Yeah. Dahlbeck should be allowed to catch the ball and throw it for a hit. Give the guy a chance. Dahlbeck should go up there and never swing. Bobby DFA. I think we're getting close to that point, Eric. I think, like, we know Heim Bloom tried to trade him. We know that happened. And he couldn't find anyone, right? You have to assume Craig Breslow was at least interested in trading him. It worked out because of the Grissom injury, but yeah, I agree, Sox. As long as he can make regular plays, I think he's fine. But the question is, can he? Thank you so much, KG. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. Why would anyone want him? I mean, because he's versatile and he does have power, right? You get Bobby every day at bats on a team where he has no pressure to be good. The Nationals, the Athletics, the Angels, the White Sox. You know, he might be able to do something. He might be at least a serviceable big leaguer. Yeah, it's pretty wild versatility. I was just thinking about that. What's the better soccer pregame show song? Beautiful Day or Waka Waka? Beautiful Day. The Tigers might be decent this year. I tweeted that out today. Like, we rightfully complain a lot about how the Red Sox are operating these days. It's also really hard for me to sit here and, like, once you put in perspective and be like, man, you could be an A's fan, you could be a Angels fan, you could be a White Sox fan. It's hard. They try. Think Meyer will end up at second base? No. Dude, this ump wants out of this game so bad. A Yankee fan post 2000. That's true. I like being an underdog too. Oh, we try? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this ump's got a dinner date, dude. At what point do the Sox start spending big again, or is the Division II stack they go all in the next couple of years? I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question, Zachary. I would like to think the problem is I think there's going to be a very specific mold in terms of what the Red Sox would be willing to get in terms of spending big. I mean, there's a very specific candidate for that, and that's young. I think that's sort of like realistically. I think that's sort of what you're looking for, and that doesn't happen that often. Anderson better than Joely? Yeah. He's also facing the A's. Boston hitting isn't great. It's 5 games in the season, and they're, you know what I mean. Even without the errors, they're probably winning 5-0 right now. I think they're all right. So that's my issue when you talk about when are they going to spend money, right? Because you look at next year's free agent class and you're like, okay, they need a frontline starting pitcher, right? Well, the free agent class next year, not a lot of like young pitching talent unless you count Roki Sasaki. Outside of that, you know, Corbin Burns is in his 30s, Max Fried is in his 30s, Verlander's in his 40s, Pavetta's in his 30s, Bueller's had 2 Tommy Johns. I don't know, man. I really don't know when they're going to start spending again. Boston's hitting is their biggest strength on paper, so the fact that the pitching has been good while the offense is working things out is great. You can count on offense to improve. Totally agree. Joelly's the closer tonight. Kind of hope not. Like the idea of sticking a young core. Yeah, I mean, every World Series team, I would say, of the last, even 2013 had that young core. I would say past 2000 and 2013 off the top of my head has had a young core. Oh my God. All right. We are officially in the end game now, chat. We could use a different approach at hitting. Again, it's 5 games into the season. It's tough to argue you need a new approach. And then you want to go back to last year. Again, it's top 10 offense in baseball. Pedroia, Lester, Ellsbury in 2007. Yeah, even 2007 had a superstar young core. So it's tough. Right? It's tough. It's tough to argue that what they're doing isn't smart. It's just frustrating. That's what it is. Because you look at it now and you're like, well, what more of a young core do you need? Right? What more of a young core could you ask for? You've got, and there is more of a young core coming, but you look at it and you're like, okay, Bayo. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Lick. And thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. You look at the roster right now and you say, okay, Casas, Devers, Duran, Bayo. You can even put in bullpen arms, Slayton, Campbell, Weiser. You look at the rotation, right? Houck, Whitlock, Cutter are all under contract for a long time. And I think that's why a lot of fans were frustrated because the Red Sox, we have a very, very smart fan base, right? I mean, you look at our comment section in any of these videos, and this community in particular, which is essentially the biggest people I talk to when I talk about Red Sox, right? This is my whole life. Is the comments. You guys sometimes know more about baseball than I do, and I'll regularly admit that. You know what I mean? So it's like we can see what they're doing. We understand the idea, and I think we think the idea is sound. It's just and yeah, sure, you wait for Meyer, Anthony, and Teal. Yeah, that's great, but you're still going to need pitching in 2025 and 2026. You're going to have to. And so that's why it's frustrating because if you get it now, if you go now and you get a legit starter, well, that starter's still going to be a starter when all these guys come up. And that's why I was frustrated about this offseason is because you sit there and you go, well, yeah, I get you're waiting for these guys to come up, but the idea of your need is not going to change. And that's the other thing. Eric's saying it too, right? No. Eric made a great point too right there, right? It's in the future. Now free agents are going to look at it and say, well, you got to convince me why I should sign here. If you haven't signed anyone in 3 years, realistically, when was the last time they made a legitimate big signing? Trevor Story, I guess you'd count it, right? I just, you sit there and you say, well, if you're a free agent, why sign with you when I could sign with Atlanta or Houston? I don't know. Yoshida, was Yoshida a big signing? I guess it was $100 million technically. All 4 of the other teams could realistically win the division, but the problem is you could put yourself pretty easily into contention in the division as well. Like the other teams in the division aren't unbeatable. You look at the Blue Jays, and they have a decent rotation, but their lineup outside of Bichette, really Bichette, Guerrero, Turner, and maybe Springer isn't super deep. You look at the Yankees, they're getting older, right? They got some young studs a little bit, but their big guys are the big guys are getting older. Cole's getting older. Tampa keeps losing guys. They keep finding guys out of the woodworks. The only one that really scares me long term is the Orioles, because the Orioles are young and they have control over a lot of people. But even right? They don't really have pitching too much right now. They've got Burns. John Means is coming back, but Kyle Bradish is out for the year. Right? They're not entirely unbeatable. So I don't know. I really don't know. You sit there and it's like, you could compete. You could compete. I think it could be Sox. I think it could be a justification, but you're getting older too, Mike. Yeah, we all are. Yeah, the Monty signing was confusing to me, and I saw the quote where he said he wasn't really interested in coming here, and I think that was a little bit misunderstood. He was talking about a 1-year deal here. I don't think he was talking about a long-term contract. He was talking about a 1-year deal. I didn't notice. I wasn't looking at it, Mike. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get him. Or Oakland. Lawson, you might. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't get it. I'll probably go to some Fisher Cats game this year, CW. They can compete, then the September fade. If they can avoid the September, I mean, they were on pace for 85 wins before they got to September, which is crazy. 85. Imagine a season where they got 85 wins instead of 78, and that doesn't sound like a huge difference. I missed him, Mike. And I'm getting older too. Felix Bautista's out, yeah. 80. The difference going into this season, if you had 85 wins last season, I think would have been much different, right? If Massa didn't fade, if Devers didn't fade, if Kenley didn't end on the IL, if you got good starts from your starters, actually the starting they were pretty bad, right? If Bayo finished strong, you're looking at this way differently, in my opinion. 85 wins was meaningless. Well, I mean, it's not the 80s anymore, right? 85 wins, you could sneak into a postseason. What did the Diamondbacks finish with last year? 86? You know what I mean? Like 85 wins, you're 3 games out of the postseason in the AL. That's competitive. It's not the 80s anymore. That's, you know what I mean? You're looking at the game in a completely different direction. So, Massa Fielder's choice, Yoshida. Yep. So, to me, you need a workhorse ace and you in the game. Yeah. All that happened, we might have been in third ahead of the Jays. Yeah, and the Jays made the postseason, right? That's the problem, right? 85 wins. If you were in third place in this division last year, you were in the postseason. I don't know. It's a different not outlook on the game, because the game at the end of the day is the same. I think it's a different view of what's good and what's bad. I think that's the way to put it. Right, because you're probably 85 wins, you don't sniff the playoffs in the 80s. Man, say Don's gonna lose me this parlay. That's crazy. Red Sox gonna win this 9-0, and I'm gonna lose my parlay. We don't need an ace because we already have one. People just hate because they don't understand baseball. The game isn't the same. I mean, at the end of the day, right? It evolves. There's that quote, right? Field of Dreams. It evolves with the country. I forget the exact word. James Earl Jones. America's like a steamroll. America. I forget the quote. But either way, at the end of the day, the concept of the game is still the same. I think, as you grow, you find out more efficient ways to play it. Every sport's the same way, right? The basketball in the 80s was with different strategies than they're playing today. Free agent signings are much cheaper. Well, I mean, yeah, buying a house was much cheaper in the 80s. Right? Yeah. That's just how this works. The size of muscles have changed also. Yeah. Yeah. People are in better shape than they ever have been. Things are moving faster than they ever had been. Balls are getting hit out faster than they ever have been. Defense is better than it's ever been, right? It's just that's how the game works. That's how you get star players, right? If you had every player was at the same level of the best player last generation, the game would never get better. It's life, right? You're always going to find a more efficient way to do it. Well, thank you for stopping by and sharing it with me, Jamie. I appreciate you. Look at free agency the next 2 years. There's no one to say. You say yes. Yeah. Batting average is definitely lower. Yes. They're scrappy and athletic. I'm a big fan too, Dan. I'm a big fan too. There is no ace. They don't need an ace to be competitive. Thoughts on Pavetta? I like Pavetta enough where I would extend him for 3 years. Didn't pay players as much even with inflation. Yeah, that's true, but baseball was also never making as much. There were never these mega TV deals. Sponsorships were definitely not as lucrative as they were back in the 80s. Or I'm sorry, now as they were in the 80s, right? You're making way more money on that. I mean, the game's bigger, right? It's a business. It grows. You're making more profit, so you're paying these guys more because they're making you more money. Right? The 80s, it was all local. You know, if it wasn't local, you were getting box scores in newspapers or you were watching it. Was ESPN even a thing in the 80s? Worldwide sports. Is that what it was called? You would see highlights on there, right? There was no national TV deals. You weren't getting Apple TV paying you or Peacock or whatever paying you to watch their games. You certainly weren't getting all these advertisements on the jerseys, the mound, right? ESPN started in the 80s, so yeah, then there you go, right? You'd see the highlights on ESPN, but you wouldn't be able to watch these games. You're making more money now than you've ever made in your entire life. So yeah, you're going to be paying them more because they're making you more money. So Eric, yeah, they're making more money, but it's proportional. So it's an interesting conversation for sure. Who's Noda? Ryan Noda. Roman Anthony might be great. It's way too early to say generational. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Absolutely. It's too early to call any prospect generational. Way too early. Was there? I don't know if there was even playoff revenue sharing too. Not Jackson Holiday. I wouldn't even call Jackson Holiday generational. They're athletic as hell, but you never know. You really never know. We'll see. Chase Anderson is being an excellent innings eater. Well, just double play and then a nice little pop up to the catcher, huh? Yeah, you too, Ethan. There we go. Chase. Bayo can be an ace, but truthfully, most teams that win a World Series don't even have a bona fide number. The difference between a bona fide number one and an ace is huge, right? You need a bona fide number one. You need a guy that you are willing to put out there. Oh, please. Dang it. Why the big rush for their prospects? For our prospects, the Red Sox or the Orioles? Because we were just talking about Jackson Holiday. What's the deal with Mata? I think they let him go. Red Sox. Well, the honest truth, Eric, to that is players have becoming. Realistically, there was never really like you look at some of the great players in Major League history, and a lot of them came up when they were young. Nice job, Rafi. But it's just why the rush is an interesting question because they can handle it. That's it. It's because they can handle it. Why not push them up here? If you think they're going to be good enough to get up here, why not? There's not really a good reason as to why not. You know, does that make sense? Who gets to AAA first? Probably Kyle Teal would be my guess. Yeah, versatility. I think he gets DFA'd. No, you don't. You don't need an ace. What you need is a number one that allows you to be able to go. Who at the very, in my opinion, what you need is a guy who is able to go toe to toe with aces in the league and give you a chance to win. Doesn't need to be an ace. It needs to be someone who can give you opportunity. None of their major prospects has much minor league time. Say Don was in the minor league. He's number 4. He was in the minor leagues for 4 years. This will be Meyer's 3rd season. Anthony, this will be his 2nd. Teal, this will be his 1st full season. The difference is it's individual, right? You look at Roman Anthony, and he's just too good. He was too good for single A. Leaving him there did not help his development. Teal had his college experience, so it was different, right? He started up a leg ahead. Meyer had the skill in order to get up to the next level, but it took him 3 years, so it's not like that was a small amount of time. You wouldn't keep... No, I would... York has the most time? Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, ground ball to Rafi. Throws it to first. Game over. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox are 3-1. Love the station so much. Became a premium subscriber to avoid the ads. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Mike. That means a lot to me. Thank you. 3-2. Red Seat Radio is 2-0. Next week we will be back to normal games. we'll be back to going to bed at 10:30 instead of 12:30. But either way, you guys hanging out here, incredibly impressive. Thank you so much. To watch an A's game until the very end at 12:13 at night is really impressive. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you so much. To all the new subscribers, returning members, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't considered hitting that subscribe button, we do this once a week. So if you like these, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the like button. Helps these videos out a ton. Appreciate it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And, of course, in the Red Sea.